Welcome, dear brothers and sisters. It's a pleasure to be with you to study together the Watchtower study for the weekend meeting, September 6th to 7th, 2025. Let's begin our consideration of the paragraphs. Paragraph 1. What ability did Jehovah give us and why? Answer. Jehovah gave us the ability to think, take in knowledge, develop understanding, and display wisdom so that we can seek the knowledge of God and serve Him with our power of reason. As we study, meditate, and apply what we learn, our worship becomes intelligent and sincere, our conscience discerns truth from error, and our daily choices honor Him. Paragraphs 2. TA. What limitations do we have? Answer. We are finite and limited in knowledge and perspective. We cannot fully grasp Jehovah's power, justice, or the breadth of His works, and like Job, we are confronted by questions that expose how much we do not know. This means our judgments can be incomplete and our conclusions need correction by God's revealed wisdom. Paragraphs 2. B. How do we benefit by modestly accepting our limitations? Answer. Modestly accepting our limits keeps us teachable, corrects our thinking, and moves us to trust Jehovah to provide the knowledge we truly need. This humility leads us to seek His guidance, rely on prayer and counsel, and make wiser choices grounded in what He reveals. Paragraphs 3. What will we discuss in this article? Answer. We will look at some things we do not know and the challenges that come from those unknowns, and we will also see why it is good that certain matters remain unknown. These points are meant to strengthen our confidence that Jehovah, the one perfect in knowledge, gives us exactly what we need to know to make wise choices. Paragraphs 4. According to Matthew 24:36, what is one fact that we do not know? Answer. We do not know the exact day and hour when the end of this system will come. Jehovah has kept the timing in His own authority, so it is not for us to calculate it. Paragraphs 5. Because we do not know when the end will come, how might we be affected? Answer. The uncertainty can test us. We may grow impatient or discouraged by the wait, feel pressure or ridicule from others, especially skeptics, and be tempted either to speculate about dates or to lose urgency and drift into routine. Paragraph 6. Why is it good that we do not know when the end will come? Answer. Not knowing the date lets us prove that we serve Jehovah out of love and trust, not because of a deadline. Instead of fixating on when, we focus on what Jehovah's day will accomplish, which deepens our devotion and moves us to live holy, active lives that please Him. Paragraph 7. What do we know? Answer. We know the last days began in 1914 and that Bible prophecies both identify that year and describe the conditions we see, assuring us that the great day of Jehovah is near. We also know our assignment, to preach the good news of the kingdom in all the earth, now being declared in some 240 lands and over 1,000 languages, a work we can zealously share in without knowing the exact day and hour. Paragraphs 8. What does the work of the true God refer to? Answer. It refers to what Jehovah causes or allows to happen to accomplish His will. We cannot always know why He permits certain events or exactly how He will act in our behalf, so we commit our way to Him and trust that He will act at the right time. Paragraphs 9. Because we do not know how Jehovah will act, what challenges could we face? Answer. Not knowing can make us hesitant or indecisive, reluctant to simplify our life, expand our ministry, or move where the need is greater, and we may question God's approval when goals are unmet, results seem small, or projects face obstacles. The challenge is to keep working faithfully without measuring our worth by visible outcomes, trusting Jehovah to bless sincere effort. Paragraphs 10. What essential qualities are we helped to develop by not knowing how Jehovah will act? Answer: not knowing fosters humility, modesty, and deeper trust in Jehovah. We acknowledge that His thoughts and ways are higher than ours. Rely on Him for success, give Him the credit when things go well, and keep calm confidence when results differ from our expectations, doing our part while trusting Him to do His, and accepting His direction in the way and timing He chooses. Paragraphs 11. What do we know that can help us? Answer: we know Jehovah is always loving, just, and wise. He values every act we do for Him and for fellow worshipers, and He rewards those who are loyal. Truths that steady our hearts, purify our motives, and keep us working faithfully, even when outcomes are not immediate. Paragraphs 12. According to James 4:13-14, of what are we uncertain? Answer: we are uncertain about tomorrow, whether our plans will succeed or even whether we will be alive to carry them out. Life in this system is subject to time and unexpected events, so wise planning must be humble and conditional, acknowledging if Jehovah wills. Paragraphs 13. How might uncertainty about the future affect us? Answer: uncertainty can fuel anxiety and steal joy, and sudden setbacks or tragedies may bring grief and frustration. When long-held hopes are delayed or collapse, our hearts can feel sick with disappointment, leading to discouragement and loss of motivation. Paragraphs 14. On what does our lasting happiness depend? Answer: our lasting happiness does not depend on knowing the future or being spared every hardship. It rests on seeking Jehovah's guidance and obeying Him, proving by endurance that we serve out of love and not self-interest, and framing our plans humbly. If Jehovah wills, we will live and do this or that. Paragraphs 15. What do we know about the future? Answer: we know Jehovah has promised everlasting life, and He cannot lie. He alone foretells outcomes and will fulfill every promise. Nothing can separate us from His love, and He will supply wisdom, comfort, and strength so we can endure, assurances that make us confident He will help and bless us. Paragraphs 16. As revealed at Psalm 139, 1-6, what knowledge does Jehovah have that we cannot fully comprehend? Answer: Jehovah possesses intimate, comprehensive knowledge of us, how we are made, what formed us, what we think before we speak, what we do and why, and every path we take, while constantly surrounding us with His watchful care. This personal, all-encompassing awareness is so profound that, like David, we must admit it is too wonderful for us to grasp fully. Paragraph 17. Why may we find it difficult to accept that Jehovah knows us so well? Answer: our background or beliefs may have shaped us to view God as distant or harsh, and guilt over past mistakes or ongoing struggles that feel natural to us can make us assume He wouldn't want us close. Even David wrestled with such feelings, so it's understandable that accepting Jehovah's intimate, loving knowledge takes time, healing, and a renewed view of Him as a compassionate Father. Paragraphs 18. How do we benefit by accepting that Jehovah knows us better than we know ourselves? Answer: accepting Jehovah's intimate knowledge of us quiets harsh self-judgment and replaces it with confident trust. We pray more openly, accept correction more readily, and serve with steady joy because we know He sees our sincere motives, our struggles, and our potential, even when we can't. This assures us that His love is not withdrawn by our imperfections, strengthens our courage to keep doing good, and gives us the confidence to make wise, spiritual decisions and endure with hope. Paragraphs 19. What do we know with certainty about Jehovah? Answer: we know Jehovah is love, that His righteous standards flow from that love and always serve our best interests, and that He wants us to gain everlasting life, so much so that He provided the ransom so we can succeed despite our imperfections. We also know that God is greater than our hearts and knows all things, so He sees us completely and has confidence that we can do His will. Paragraphs 20. What will help us to avoid undue anxiety? Answer: modestly accepting that Jehovah has not withheld any information we truly need frees us from worrying about what we cannot control and helps us focus on what matters, trusting the one perfect in knowledge, doing the work He has given us, and leaving timing and details in His hands. Our understanding is limited now, but we look forward to endless learning with Him. Now let's move on to answering the review questions of this article. How do we benefit by modestly accepting that we do not know when will the end come? Answer: we do not know the day or hour. Jehovah has kept its timing in His own authority, so our role is to stay faithful and keep busy in the work He assigned. Matthew 24:36, Acts 1:7, Matthew 24:14. How do we benefit by modestly accepting that we do not know what will happen tomorrow? Answer: we cannot know. Life is subject to time and unexpected events, so we plan humbly and say, if Jehovah wills, we will live and do this or that. James 4:13-15, Ecclesiastes 9:11. How do we benefit by modestly accepting that we do not know how well does Jehovah know us? Answer: perfectly and intimately. He knows our thoughts, words, motives, and paths, surrounding us with His watchful care in ways too wonderful for us to fully grasp.